Okay, let's recap again. The cosine of 120 is -1/2. 2 times square root of 3 over 2 squared, which is the sine squared of 60, minus the tangent squared of 30 degrees, which is the square root of 3 over 3 squared. So if I go ahead and square these, I have -1/2 plus 2 times 3/4 minus 3/9. I then have -1/2 plus 6 over 4, multiplying 2 times that, minus 3 over 9. Common denominator between -1/2, 6/4, and -3/9 is 36. So I'm going to multiply this by 18. I'm going to multiply this one by 9. I'm going to multiply this one by 4. This will be -18 over 36 plus 54 over 36 minus 12 over 36. Now I can add and subtract those. -18 plus 54 minus 12 gives me 24 over 36, which then reduces to 2/3. So yes, once you get here, if you type it into your calculator correctly, you can do that. I am old school. We know this. I like to show my work and use my mental math. Whatever your preference is, which I know will probably be the calculator, guys. Example 5. Use the coterminal angles to find function values. So, 780 degrees. Is above 360, so I'm going to say the cosine of 780 minus 2 times 360, because that'll subtract 720. 780 minus 720 gives me the cosine of 60 degrees, which is then 1/2. Cotangent of -405 is less than 0, so the cotangent of -405 plus 2 times 360, I'm going to add that 720 to it, give me the cotangent of 315 degrees. Since this had a negative sign, I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to say negative cotangent of 45 degrees. And that's just because this angle was negative. That negative is going to come on the outside. The cotangent of 45 degrees is 1. Since we have that negative on the outside, my answer is -1. Looking at the last example. Find angle measure given an interval, given that theta is in an interval. Theta is in the interval of 0 degrees to 360 degrees, and cosine equals negative square root of 2 over 2. Okay. First question is, where is cosine negative? So cosine is negative in quadrant 2 and quadrant 3. Okay. So since I want the cosine of negative square root of 2 over 2, which value, looking at your exact value chart, does cosine have a positive value of square root of 2 over 2? So theta prime is going to equal 45 degrees. And that's just saying we're working backwards. We're going to look for that value in our chart. That value goes with 45 degrees. It just happens to be negative, which is going to be in quadrant 2 and quadrant 3 are going to be my 2 answers. So my reference angle is 45 degrees. I'm then going to use that to find my original angle. So if I'm in quadrant 2, I'm going to say 180 minus 45. My first angle is 135 degrees. And if I'm in quadrant 3, I'm going to say 180 plus 45. And my second angle will be 225 degrees. So my answer here, my theta, is 135 degrees and 225 degrees. And that is it for Chapter 2, Section 2. Your homework for this section is page 62, numbers 30 to 68 even. If you have any questions, be sure to message me, guys. And I'm sorry that the video got interrupted. Have a good day.